Hi everybody, this is Fox Nomad, and today I want to help you travel smarter by reviewing the PowerStick and the PowerTrip Plus, road tested after 5 years of continuous use and travel.
So let's break these two chargers apart. First, the PowerStick. The PowerStick is the smaller of the two chargers. It has a 2300 milliamp hour battery life and it weighs about 80 grams. And it's fairly small, it easily fits in your pocket. And on top of all of these features, it also has 4 gigabytes of storage space. Now, I should say that both of these chargers have since been discontinued and updated. This is a road tested, remember. So these chargers are 5 years old. The newer models have 16 gigabytes of storage each. Now, the PowerStick is the more convenient of the two. It's very small, it's light, and it just easily fits in your pocket, which is why a lot of times I prefer to use that one over the PowerTrip, even though the PowerTrip is the larger capacity battery. It doesn't quite fit as well in your pocket as the PowerStick. The PowerStick charges over USB, and it's a fairly quick charge, so if you plug it into the wall, you're going to get it fully charged in about 3 to 4 hours. The PowerTrip takes 7 to 8 hours if you use the built-in plug. Now, the PowerStick is a simple device. You just hit the button on the front, plug in your mobile device into the USB port, and it will charge up. Now, these batteries, both of them retain their charge for up to a year, which is a fantastic feature to have, and these batteries hold their charge up for a very long time. I've tested both of these for months to see how long they'll hold a charge. And they have great standby time over months and months and months. Now, the PowerTrip is the bulkier of the two. It's about the size of a deck of cards, weighs 198 grams, and it has a lot more power. It's a 5700 milliamp hour battery, which means it'll charge an iPhone over about 3 times and a big capacity Android phone twice. Sorry, Apple. It can also be charged directly into the wall, and for the most part you're going to want to do that because otherwise the charging over USB is really slow.
You said let's jump on the bus and take a ride downtown. Well, I don't know about that.
It also has this solar panel which can be used to keep the battery level. Now, there are 2 things I don't like about the solar panel. First, it can't actually charge the battery, but it can keep the battery from dying while you're using it. So you'll lay this out in the sun, you'll plug in your device, let's say if you're at a cafe or you're sitting outdoors or you're at the beach, that solar panel will nearly halt any battery depreciation because it's getting power from the sun. But what will happen is it won't be able to add any capacity to the battery. That would be a great feature to have. It would be great if the solar panel could actually charge the battery, but it doesn't. And the second thing is, when it is using the solar panel, there's no way to know, aside from it being in the sun, that it's actually working. So I would prefer it if the front power meter would show that it's receiving sunlight, that it's charging or using solar energy in some way, maybe a little icon indicator with a little sun or something along those lines. You just kind of have to take it at its word that it is working. And I've tested that as well. The solar panel does work. It does slow down considerably the amount of charge the battery uses, depending on the device that's plugged in when it's under strong sunlight. Now, the newer versions of both of these chargers are relatively the same. They have roughly the same capacity, but they have much more storage space. So each can carry about 16 gigabytes of storage, so you can use it to carry files, movies, music, and whatever you like. So that's a nice option to have. But compared to a lot of other chargers, especially the Anker series, which I really like and I post about often, these chargers are expensive and they don't have a great capacity. So they're much smaller capacity for a lot more cost. What you do get is durability though. Now, I can't speak for the new versions of these chargers because obviously 5 years haven't passed on those, but if they're built, and it seems like they are built very much in the same way, that they're just sort of moderate upgrades from the versions that I tested over 5 years, they will hold up for a very long time. And if standby time is something that's very important for you, so you travel frequently, especially in remote places where you don't have a lot of opportunities to plug in your devices, so you might go a couple days without being able to charge your charger, and you want to make sure that it doesn't lose its charge as you're going from a train from one city to the next, then these chargers are excellent and they will hold their battery life for a very long time. If capacity is more your thing, you're better off looking at the Anker series. I'll link to those for a comparison below as well in the description, so you can check those out and decide for yourself.
There you have it. These two chargers have excellent standby time. They hold their charge for up to a year, and I've tested it for over 6 months, so they definitely hold their charge. At 2300 milliamps, this charger is a little bit small for its price, and the PowerTrip is 6300 milliamp hours, which is a decent size. But again, the solar panel doesn't help too much. It will keep the battery charged for a small amount of time, but it's not going to charge it back up, so it's just going to keep you steady. So at these prices for this standby time, it's really great if you travel extensively. So if you do a lot of traveling, hiking in remote areas and you're not going to be able to charge these up, it's great and you need the standby time. Otherwise, you might want to look at a battery with a much larger capacity if you can get to an outlet on a more frequent basis. That's it. That's what I think. Great chargers. They've held up very well for the last 5 years. Let me know what you think of these in the comments below. And while you're down there, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really like this video, please hit the subscribe button. I'll have new videos for you every week. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
You said let's jump on the bus and take a ride downtown. Well,
Please hit the subscribe.
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got something digging into my foot.
Make sure rattlesnake's not
Yeah.
going up my butt.
you said let's jump on the bus and take a ride downtown. Well, I don't know about that.